Guys, deluded. Now, Lozano, Chucky, for those that know him, if you saw him playing in his homeland or PSV, he's obviously, sadly, Mexico are out of the competition in regards to the World Cup. They lost 2-0 to Brazil. I do think 2-0 flattered Brazil a bit, especially the second goal, even though they were the better side, all in all. He's done himself a tremendous gratitude in the World Cup, man. A lot of the time, people flatter to deceive. As much as I like Ismail Assar, he flattered to deceive. Guedes failed to stand up and be counted for Portugal. Lozano was one of them. You saw him bag a goal against Germany. You've seen him assist. You've seen him put in a defensive work rate. He is, for me, he must be a manager's dream. He's matured because people just see this. They don't see the young, wild, fly, hot kid that in Mexico that didn't care for discipline and how much and then grew up once he found out he's having a child and then things there. He's really matured and you can see that in his performances, man. There are a lot of rough edges around to his game, which I'll expand on a bit in a sec, but I like him. He must be a manager's dream because 9 times out of 10, these wingers nowadays, they're great going forward, they're amazing going forward, but they don't want to do the defensive work. Whether he does or not, because I haven't spoke to him, I don't know whether he wants to defend or not. I'm assuming he doesn't, but he still mashes work. It's like he's on Duracell batteries. It reminds me a bit of Alexis, man, because he never stops running. He puts in work. His tackling can improve because for all the engines he has and he gets up and down, he does give away fouls in which I've seen in this World Cup and for PSV in dangerous areas, which someone that has quality over set pieces, whether it be out wide or in the semicircle, could take advantage. I do think his productivity in the final third could improve, obviously, because if you look at his stats, he's got good amount of goals and assists, but they could be better. Final third, at times, he does suffer from indecision. I do think his finishing can improve, but he's got the raw potential, man. The raw components, the work rate, like I said, the technical quality. Even against Brazil, like, Mexico were fairly poor, but he was one of them constantly trying to be an outlet, constantly dribbling. He was annoying me at times because it's like he kept flipping on the right and the left, but he showed he can play on either flank. For me, he's genuinely manager's dream, and throughout the last 4 games now, whether it was Mexico versus Sweden, I can't remember that game, but they lost, so he couldn't have played that well. I'm pretty sure I spoke about it. The Germany game, whoever they played in their third group stage game, and obviously today. But for me, he's done himself a massive credit. PSV, probably if you're PSV fans, you're not happy about this news or this video because you wanted to stay. His price tag's gone up. I told you, people were saying that we're overrating him and think I'm overrating him and this and that. I've never said a man's this and that and the other. I just think he's a player with genuine potential that's playing okay at this moment in time. So for me, I'd probably, his premium's gone up. In today's market, it's difficult to put a price tag on that, but I'd be going in there with probably low ball at first, 30 million, try to do it for around 40. Add-ons might push it to 50. I can't lie, I'm not trying to pay any more than that at this moment in time for him because past that is the finished product. If I'm going to pay 60, I'm seeing Fekir, even though Fekir's not exactly a winger anymore, he's more central. Them fees there, that's all Fekir and basis of Leicester wanting Mahrez. I'm not saying Mahrez is better than him, but I'm just saying that at this current moment in time, Mahrez is probably more of an established footballer. However, saying that, everybody knows about Chucky now, man. But yeah, man, he's, like I said, what can improve, his decision making can improve, his tackling, especially with his back to goal or going backwards. His finishing, like I've said, tactically as well, because I like how he swaps sides and he does it well, and he was clearly told to. But at times, I do think he's a bit predictable at times, especially when he plays on the left hand side. Sorry, you know he's gonna cut in. Sometimes he'll take you down the flank, but yeah, I like how he stands up his opponents. He is a genuine, exciting person or player, better yet. He really excites me, and whether obviously I want him to sign for Arsenal, we can't get him, but he's probably one of my favourite players now, to be fair. Not up there. You guys know I love Neymar and all these man there. But he's going to be one of them. I think he's got genuine potential, man. Guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you very much for watching, of course.